Two, one, live. Oh, hey, you guys, welcome to Give Voice to Your Vision. I am playing with Be Live technology again. It's been glitchy for me in the past, but I didn't want to break up with it. So we're playing with Be Live, and I'm streaming to you in my Facebook group. So welcome to our this week's Give Voice to Your Vision. Let's have some fun with technology. That's one of the up levels for our visibility, is making friends with our new technology. And I think the one thing, the master skill of all time for the rest of humanity moving forward, as long as we're on this technology roller coaster, is to get used to doing new stuff and having it change all the time. So I wanted to try Be Live today. We're going to talk about 5 steps to amplify your visibility. I want to make sure that I am streaming, so I'm going to hop into my group on the phone, and it's also harder for me to do comments inside the group or inside live, so I'm just making sure that we're there. I'm there. Yay, turn me down. Okay, great. So now I can see that we are fired up, and I will hopefully be able to hey, yay, comments are coming in. Great, great, great. So I'm navigating between Be Live and the Facebook group. So hi, I'm excited to talk to you about visibility. Visibility is my passion and my jam, and I love to work on the inner game and the mindset combined with the strategy. Today we're going to talk about some strategy to help you, whether you are beginning or trying to break through the noise and finally get visible, finally be seen, finally get some traction growing your business or sharing your message. This call is for you. We're going to talk about 5 steps, 5 elements to visibility that actually gets you clients. And if you are ready to kickstart, jumpstart, amplify your visibility, maybe you've been doing it for a while and you're not getting the results that you want. So we're gonna this training is for you. If that's you, we've had a lot of new people join the group. You're welcome to invite friends here that want to gain confidence, gain clarity, gain access to their language. How do I talk so people get what I do? I am a transformational message mentor, and I love to help you share your work in the biggest possible way. That's what these weekly trainings on Thursdays are for. They are called Give Voice to Your Vision, where we stop the spinning wheel and we get real, and it is clarity you feel. I'm gonna share some Jedi moves and some tricky truths and real tools you can use. So I hope you'll join me for consistent clarity, and your marketing and your messaging will be set free. It is so hard to figure out, how do I say what I do? How do I reach and connect with the people who are here, who need to hear exactly what I'm bringing through, what you're bringing through? And that's what we help you do. And I have had the privilege and the pleasure of studying and training with some amazing marketing mentors and other gurus of thought and mindset. And so I'm here to share those with you and help you get started, get traction. So we're going to jump right into the training today. I've got 5 steps for you. We're playing with new technology so I can actually click on things and make words show up. It's super fun. And so we're going to jump right in. The first thing that I see people struggle so much with in terms of establishing a new business, establishing traction with their marketing and their messaging and their visibility, that without one of the big pitfalls we'll talk about too, but I'm sorry, I just jumped ahead there. One of the things that people really struggle with is in getting started or getting traction. So either like, how do I start to build a business online, or how come I'm being visible but not getting any results? And that is in claiming your expert status. So the first step that's going to really help you skyrocket your visibility and the results that you can get from your visibility is to claim your expert status. Okay, number 1, claim your expert status. I help people do this all the time. One of the things I've heard, that one of the lessons that has stuck with me so long, and I say again and again, is that you're an expert when you say you are. And that can be a little scary because just because somebody says they're an expert doesn't mean they are. But the biggest struggle I think people have in terms of claiming their expertise is really valuing their experiences. And I do a whole training on this at my live events, and I have it built into one of my online challenges that I do. It's going to be coming up in a couple of months. We're going to run that again, so keep an eye out for that. This idea of what am I an expert at, and how do I step in and own and claim my voice as an expert? So I think that I'm going to share just a couple of off the top of my head tools to claim your expertise. It's really great to just make a big long list of every training, course, book, teacher, mentor, experience that you've had, and take a look at it written on the paper and really see, whoa, I have done all these things. Okay. And the other thing I would say is it's really powerful to act as if. Okay. Sometimes we don't trust ourselves at first, but if you act as if you are an expert, you will start to feel more like one, and you'll certainly start to sound and be more like one and think more like one. So if you don't feel like an expert, maybe pretend, ask yourself, if I were the expert of this, what would I say? Okay, really powerful exercise when you're writing an email, writing a blog, being visible, right? Making a video, doing lives. So acting as if. And then the third thing I would say about claiming your expert status is to know, I can tell you that no one in the world has read the same books, taken the same courses, had the same experiences. Many of us are experts by experience, by things we have overcome, challenges we've overcome, experiences we've had, and wins we've, ideas we've had and things we've created. No one in the world has had the same training and education, has known exactly the same people or studied with the same people, has had the exact same experiences as you, and no one in the world has had the thoughts or the emotions or the sensory experiences or noticed them or would talk about them in the same way as you. So you're one of a kind. Your fingerprints, your vocal cords, all of you is unique. And that is part of your expertise. So no one has put it together the way you have, and owning the expertise and then being willing to step out into leadership with that. Finally, on claiming your expert status. I was told many years ago in a very low point in my life when I was kind of choosing, like, am I going to live or die here? It was a very low point, all right? And I was told that if I was one step ahead of someone else who needed or could benefit from my help, that I could help them. So know that yes, there are lots of people who have said it before or done it before, they're further than you, but there's also lots of people who haven't yet. And if you're even one step ahead of somebody that you could serve or help, then you are an expert to them. You can lead them. You can help them. Okay, so that is three or more powerful ways for you to claim your expert status. Okay, the next step is to commit to one primary platform. Now I'm talking social media platforms. I just typed these up playing with the technology right before we started. So I'm talking social media platforms. You have to have an email list if you're building a business online and you really want to serve in the biggest possible way. Your email list is yours. It's an asset for your business, and it is not something that can go away. Facebook can go away, Twitter can go away, Instagram. You don't own those platforms, and you don't own your connections and your contacts and your friends and fans on those platforms, right? So I'm talking platforms right now, social media platforms primarily. And if you try to be everywhere and master every single platform at the same time, you will dilute your results. Okay? Can't say it enough. I am living proof. I started like, oh, well, I got to be on Facebook, and I got to be on YouTube, and I got to be on Twitter, and I got to be on Instagram, and I got to be on LinkedIn. And for a couple of years trying to be everywhere, my messaging and my outreach and my audience kind of grew a little bit, but getting results, getting sales and clients and enrollment, and really being able to help people with the real value and get the full benefit of what I can bring did not happen because I was spread too thin. Okay, so one platform at a time. and focusing on a platform that has your clients, your ideal target market, your ideal people who you feel called to serve, has that they're there, right? So you need to know where your people are. And also in terms of picking your ideal platform, I do this in my Visibility Success Academy. We have a whole module on how do you find your aligned platform. It's so important that you're not making yourself do some platform that feels torturous or arduous or confusing. I am dabbling in Instagram. I love it. I love being on there, but I still am, not the most savvy person using it, right? So I have focused my business largely on Facebook. And then I added, I do a lot of video training. So I kind of monitored a YouTube channel for a while. And then I really was like, you know what? Live video is more powerful. It's faster. It's more affordable. It has a more engaged reach. And I like the kind of reach that it has. I think it's the way to break through the noise these days. So I started focusing on live video, and I let some of my YouTube stuff go because I really wasn't passionate about being a YouTube expert, right? So that may be something I pick up again soon, who knows, right? But just focusing on one platform can be incredibly powerful. It's definitely focusing on one platform at a time. Sound good? I'm going to see who's here. Hi, if you're here. I'm trying to check comments. If you want to say hi and comment, I'm looking on the Facebooks to see if you're doing that. If you have any questions, please answer them. And if you come back to watch the replay, also watch the tag me. That's it. Tag me and I'll come back and answer your questions. And I do have at the end of this training, I should have mentioned it up front, but I do have a really fun free training opportunity for you to kickstart your visibility that's coming up with my mentor that I'm going to post here in a couple of minutes too. So because I learned a lot of this strategy through working with amazing mentors. And one of my mentors is running a free challenge next week. I want you to know all about that. So I'm going to share that link in a few minutes. And I learned from experience that spreading myself too thin diluted my results. Okay, I'm going to share a couple of other things that I learned that took, a lot of the wind out of my sails and slowed my momentum down in these next few steps as well. So stick around for those. So the third, let's go to the third. Wait. Did I do that? Commit to one. Okay, did. Look, I'm using the little subtitle technology. Aren't you proud of me? Okay, this is one of my favorites, and it's great for a lot of reasons. So we're talking about how to amplify your visibility and actually get results. That means that people are engaging and ultimately enrolling and working with you, okay? If you're building a business online and you just have, 40,000 fans and followers and likes are not the same as 4 great clients, okay? So we're talking about visibility that gets you results, where you have a return on your investment. People actually take the next step and work with you to get the amazing results that you can bring them, okay? This is the third step or element of visibility that amplifying your visibility to amplify your visibility in a way that gets you clients, okay? And it's powerful. It's powerful on many levels, okay? You ready? Ooh, it's big. Focus on them, not you. All right, so sometimes, especially when we're being visible on video, I encounter this a lot with people in my Make Videos That Sell program, in the Fearless Facebook Live program, but the thought of like, it feels so conspicuous to be on camera and out there in front of people, right? So this is a powerful tool in that regard, but also in all of your visibility, in your emails, in your blogs, in your other social media posting, focusing on the client or the person who needs your help, the person you're called to serve, rather than what you want to teach them. So you're focusing on their challenges, their top of mind problems, their hopes, dreams, and desires, and you're speaking right to them. Your gift that you bring, the process that you bring, that's the solution. But when you're wanting visibility to really engage, you want to speak to the hearts, dreams, desires, fears of your ideal clients so that they go, oh, that's me. And they really feel like you know them, you understand them. And that's going to help build your know, like, and trust factor. And it's also incredibly freeing if you have any self-consciousness around being TOO. I have a whole rant I do on TOO. I'm sure it's in another video here in this group. Being too salesy, too pushy, too confident, too tall, too short, too fat, too thin, all of that stuff, right? A really powerful tool is that it's not about you. And if you are willing to reach that hand back and help even one person who might be one step behind you, it can be incredibly empowering for you to show up, be visible with consistency, and get out of your own way if you're feeling any of that vulnerability and self-consciousness around sharing what you do in the biggest possible way. Make sense? Focusing on them, not you. Do it for them. There are many times, I'll tell you, one of the reasons I'm good at teaching it is because I have resistance to sometimes being visible, and sometimes it feels like, oh, I got to gear myself up for it. And when I have to gear myself up for it, I think I'm going to do it for them, not for me. And if even one person might be helped in 5 years from now by some random video that they saw from me, great. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to feel uncomfortable. I'm willing to feel vulnerable, and I'm willing to get out there and do it anyway. Okay, so focusing on them, not you, is great for your marketing content, for what you're writing, for what you're talking about, and the words you're using to talk about. And it's also great for your mindset if there's any vulnerability or shyness or fear of being TOO, which is stuff that I bring to the table all the time. Okay, that has been me. That is my story, and that is a tool that I use every day. Today I was pretty excited because I haven't been in here for a little while, so I was excited to see you guys. And the more you do be visible, and the more you do actually get to connect with clients who hire you, and the more you do actually get to have the results of that and see their lives changing and transforming, and then see them going out and transforming and changing lives with stuff that you help them to do, the easier it is to be visible. And the stakes go up a little bit too, right? Oh, now there's an expectation. Now people expect a certain level of me, right? There's always a new level of vulnerability. So when I need to embrace that vulnerability, it is one of your superpowers. It is one of your secret sauces. It is one of the most compelling brand things you've got going for you. Your most valuable asset, your presence, your courage, your heart, and your vulnerability. When you embrace that and go ahead and show up, you can do that because you're focusing on them, not you. It's incredibly powerful. It's very compelling, and it will serve your clients, your potential clients, your audience. Your messaging and your marketing is going to touch more people than will ever hire you, right? Your message, your marketing is how you give voice to your work in the world. It is making a difference, and you may not even know whose life you changed by being courageous that day. Yeah? So focus on them, not you. Thanks for the comments. I see you. Amazing energy. Yay. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Corey, I've missed you. So glad you're back. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you. Yes. Speaking from my own journey and process of feeling vulnerable when I speak up and share what's worked for me. Yeah? All right. Wait. We're already on 4? Oh, we are on 4. That was 4. I'm like, let's do 20. Okay, sorry guys. So we have one more. So I'm just going to go back and recap real quick. We've talked about number 1, to amplify your visibility to get clients. Your number 1, the first tool I shared with you was claim your expert status. Yes, so claiming your expert status, and we had give you lots of tools on how to do that. And then the next step I shared with you was commit to one primary platform. Maybe I didn't put all 5 in. That's what it is. I didn't. I missed one. Okay, good. That means we've got 2 more. And so we're going to commit to one primary platform at a time. Okay, I'm just going to add that, at a time. Doesn't mean that you can't have a great rocking YouTube channel and a great rocking Facebook group and a great, all those things are great. But one thing at a time until you have a team and support, and your message will get clearer and clearer. Your audience will get clearer and clearer. Your offers will get clearer and clearer. Okay, so one thing at a time. And then we're going to focus on them, not you. Right? So that was our 3rd. So I didn't put the numbers in. That's why it got confusing. Can you edit these while you're there? Can I edit it? No, maybe not. Okay, learning as we go. All right, I am going to add, before we go to number 5, I'm going to add number 4. Will it let me while we're broadcasting? No, won't let me. Plus, title. Okay, so the 4th thing, and I mentioned it briefly, is having some consistency, okay? I'm going to add the number on this one. Speaking of inconsistent, consistency, consistent engagement. And that means from you being there, participating, showing up, and responding and engaging with people who do. Look at me go. I'm doing technology and everything. Ooh, it's tiny. I don't know how come it's big sometimes and tiny other times. All right, so consistent engagement. Here's the thing, social media is pretty forgiving, but if you want to actually amplify your visibility, you really need to be there and tend that garden, right? A little water and sunshine, pull a few weeds. You need to show up. And so give yourself a break if you're like, oh, I had this group and Facebook group and I just let it wither, or I haven't emailed my list in 2 months and I only have 50 people on there. That's okay. You can pick up this engagement at any time. But if you want to get results and you want to get traction and you want to have momentum, you need to have consistent engagement. So that's why we focus on one platform. So you can show up in a few minutes a day. You can make a post. You can go in and comment if people do comment. And I have learned so much of my Facebook strategy from my dear friend, Alina Vincent. And she's got a powerful event coming up in a few months that you can PM me about if you want to know more about that, all on getting clients from Facebook. So I've learned from the master, in my opinion. And this ways to have consistent engagement. There's schedulers, and there's a way that to post that is more engaging than others. Yeah, some ways generate more engagement. A great way is to ask questions, right? So I have learned from the master. I'm going to share a way for you to work with her in person next week here in just a minute. So if you struggle to be consistent, or you have that, like, I don't know what to post, or I don't know what to say, or I don't, you're feeling adrift in how to engage, it's worth it to get the support you need to figure that out, and to have a rhythm, a consistency, a rhythm. And if you fall off the path, just step back on and start to add value. Always adding value, serving your people, showing up to serve them, even when you feel vulnerable, is my go-to tool. So showing up and being present to your potential audience of 10 or 10,000. Show up to serve and do it in a consistent way. So even if you take that break or go on vacation for 2 weeks, use the scheduler tools that are available and create a value-adding post that's addressing a top-of-mind problem or providing a teeny tiny teaching topic like we talk about in my Make Videos That Sell program. Add that value and do it consistently. Do it consistently. So schedule a post a day or every other day. Schedule a few emails a week at least. As you're building your visibility, show up for your people. And then when they comment or they click, engage with them. Yeah? Say, hey, thanks, great. Yeah, like this, share this. Another way to build your engagement and to have consistent engagement is to always give them something to do. Like today, I'm going to share a link for you to join my friend and mentor and brilliant colleague, Alina, in a free challenge next week. And so that's my call to action to you. That's my invitation for you to take an action and go further. Okay? So in your engagement, in your social media, in your emails, give them an action to go further. Okay, so something that they can do to take a next step with you, a little micro commitment, all right? And then the final thing, this leads perfectly to it. Sometimes I do that on purpose, sometimes I don't. Will it let me edit it? I really want to edit, but it's not going to let me. All right, so this is number 5 for our tips. Our final tip today is to have a strategy. Now that can be overwhelming, right? I did this really quickly. I might say it a different way now, but your visibility actions, and this is a core part of Module 3 in my Visibility Success Academy, that your actions need to be leading somewhere. So just being visible for visibility's sake, I learned this the hard way. I got very visible, and people perceived that I had this great rocking business, and yet I was still having trouble with consistent sales. And one of the main reasons why that was is that I did not have a focus and a strategy for where is my visibility leading to? What is it leading to? Okay, so what that really, the other way I could say this, rather than have a strategy, I could also say, know what you will offer. Okay, know what you will offer. Have an offer that things are leading to. Now, this does not mean that you need to email and spam people every day saying, hey, buy my thing. Hey, work with me. Hey, work with me. No. But in order for your visibility to get traction and gain momentum, you want to be leading people to take the next step all along the way. Okay, so they can take the next step by engaging or liking or clicking or sharing or commenting. They can take the next step by downloading a free cool thing. They can take the next step by getting on the phone with you. And then ultimately they can take the next step for themselves, invest in themselves or their business or whatever the service that you provide is, invest in themselves with you and actually work with you one-on-one. But if you don't know where you're leading people and you aren't ever leading them somewhere, then your sales will show it. You will not have the enrollment. And I have found, and this was probably the case for me as well, that out of fear of being salesy, and insecurity or vulnerability around charging for the results that we can help people get, valuing our, knowing that you are priceless simply because you exist, and then valuing the results that our clients can get by working with us, can feel so scary and charged that we just like, okay, I'm gonna get visible and I'm gonna add value, and we give lots of value and we don't ever give anyone an opportunity to hire us. And I'll tell you from experience, there's no question in my mind that is when people make the investment, is when they really show up for themselves and they really are able to take the work and go further with it. So having a strategy boils down to knowing where you're leading them. Bonus tip, I recommend that every 30 to 45 days, your marketing message is leading people toward some sort of action where they can work with you, okay? So I hope that has been super helpful for you. That is the training for today. I'm just loading back up the Facebook group on my phone so I can see if there's any other comments. Wisdom and energy. Yay, Sandy. I'm hearting and liking you. Corey, thanks for being here. If you come back, go ahead and tag me in if you have any questions about anything that I've shared in this. I know we have a lot of new people in the group, and some people were really wondering, like, how do I get started? Or my message is kind of hard to share and it's really needed, but I don't know how to start sharing it. So these are some great tips that will help you to do that. And I do want to share with you, let me see, I think I can do it right here. While we're streaming live, I'm going to go and post this link. Let's see if it is. Yes. All right. Posted in the chat. The link to Alina Vincent's Visibility Kickstarter. It's amazing. I have done this Visibility Kickstarter and I will do it again. I'm going to see if we can even show it here. It's a bit.ly link. It's also posted in the comments below. Alina Vincent's Visibility Kickstarter is starting next week on Monday. This is a powerful visibility training. It's great to re-up. My kid's calling me from school. It's great to re-engage, revitalize, re-energize your visibility marketing, your visibility mojo, your status, your energy. And if you are having trouble getting started with visibility that's actually, you know, connecting and building engagement and having results, this is a powerful free way to do it. Alina is the best teacher I know. She's brilliant, and you'll hear me rave about her. I'm a huge fan, and she's doing her Visibility Kickstarter next week, and I want you to have a chance to sign up. So you can click the link in the comments below this video, and it's totally completely free, and you're going to get 5 days of training with Alina. So you'll get a training video on really how to kickstart your visibility. She is the person who has taught me the most about how to engage on Facebook and in social media in a way that feels great to me, and strategically also really works to increase engagement, to catch people's attention and to provide value, but also to keep them talking, keep the conversation going. She's just really intuitively brilliant at it. She's the best business strategist I've ever had the pleasure of working with, and she's doing this free challenge. She only does it once a year. So even no matter what, I encourage you to sign up for this challenge. You can do it in just a few minutes a day. You'll get to train with her for 5 days in a row, every day next week, and it doesn't have to take that long. It doesn't have to take all day, right? These are quick. It's a challenge. It's stuff you can do in just a few minutes a day, and the momentum and the energy of the people that she brings together is contagious and uplifting. You'll not only learn from yourself, but you'll learn from everybody in the group. And so go ahead and get signed up for the Visibility Kickstarter by clicking the link that's in the comments, and I'll be there. So I want to hear if you sign up, go ahead and comment below. I'm signed up, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. And then I'll see you over there playing in the challenge next week. There'll be lots of people in there and it's going to be a really good time. So yes, getting support, getting inspiration, getting new ideas, getting the confidence that you need to be visible is so important. And I know whether we've worked in person, talked in person, or I've met you face to face or yet or not, I know that you have a message that needs to be heard. Yay, someone's in. Who's in? Awesome. Someone's in. Great. Yay. I'll see the comments when I check in on Facebook. I'm in the Be Live app right now. Yeah, so I know that no matter who you are, you have unique experience, expertise, brilliance, that no one has put this life thing together the way you have, and that you have a unique voice and a unique presence to share it. And so your visibility is so needed and so worth kickstarting. And you absolutely can have a thriving business if that's your calling. You can make a difference in the world by being more who you are. And the Visibility Kickstarter is a really great way to get some solid strategic oomph for your message to be shared. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here live. If you come back and watch the replay, please comment, tag me, let me know if you have any questions about anything we've shared. And I will see you in the Visibility Kickstarter next week. And we'll have I can't remember when it's coming up, but we do have more great interviews coming up. And I've decided that the interviews with my colleagues and friends that I'm doing will be featured on the business page. So if you haven't gone over to the Inspired Voice business page, the Inspired Voice Business Coaching, so it's Facebook / The Inspired Voice. I'd love to have you over there too. And I'll share that information in this group as well. So happy almost end of May. I look forward to seeing you guys in the Visibility Kickstarter next week and here in this group. As always, if you have any questions, you're welcome to private message me and we can set up a call to see how I can support you more. All right, love to you. Mwah. I'll see you soon. Oh, wait, now how do I end this thing? Oh, there it is. It's a big red button that says end broadcast. Mwah. Bye, you guys.